Hey, my name is Mike Seiler, and I'm the founder of Map.ca. And look, I'll be the first to admit that I am not a community mapping expert. I barely got my grade 12, but there's something unique about community mapping that has just really interlaced with my life and my career. I've always been a career man. I've worked in real estate all of my life. I've been an entrepreneur, and I saw the need for mapping on a very real residential level as a real estate professional and as a business person on a community level. The importance of networking and just knowing your community and how that really shapes someone's business, right? So it doesn't matter what business you're in, if you're in sales or marketing, anything like that, rule number one is to know your community, right? So when I got turned on to community mapping and forming Map.ca, I recognized I started to learn about community mapping, and it's been around since pre-internet. Mapping's been around forever, right? Census and that sort of thing. But community mapping in terms of the internet era and developing the GIS systems and mapping like Mapbox and this sort of these fun maps, the biggest takeaway has always been with a focus on improving infrastructure and developing the land. And so it's all about mapping the land and fixing the problems that we see. There's been one topic that has been avoided by academia, in my opinion, in my observation, and that's been the mapping of people, of communities. And sure, it's been done, but it wasn't preferred because you couldn't make any money off of people. And I guess people were more concerned about fixing the problems that affected them personally. And people and their problems, if we could put them aside, well, then that was the last part. And you would think now we're in the point of time when we can use community mapping to help people. Well, there's another question being asked, and how can you use how can you use community mapping or extractive mapping to start making more money off of the people? And so there's this kind of race right now to use AI and all of this infrastructure to continue to extract information from us. And I don't know to what end, except to get our attention more, to keep us oppressed more. I'm not sure. It doesn't make sense to me. But on the other side of that coin, there's a community mapping that actually is good for the people. And I'm sure we would all agree that the internet, one of the things it's done to us is it's taken us online, obviously, and it's given us a mirage of community. We don't watch sports in the park anymore. We watch sports online. We don't even go out to date. I don't like dating's another story, but anything community is being reduced to this online drama and display, and it's super heavy, really bad for culture. That's probably the biggest thing that I'm seeing right now is that people are losing communication skills and the ability to interculture with each other. It's really bad. So community mapping. That's what it is. Map.ca, we are a people-first map, and it's a map that's built by the people, for the people. It's a social enterprise, and so all the information we gather is public information, but it's for the benefit of each other. We don't allow people to post bad stuff, but the idea is that you should be able to post pretty much whatever you need to post to be able to get a signal out there. And so the goal is that you should be able to put a pin on the map in less than 5 minutes, right? And oftentimes, hopefully less than 2 minutes or even less than a minute. Presumably you're logged in and you're just dropping a pin. You could probably get it done in 15 or 20 seconds. But for the average user, if it's 5 minutes for you to post a job, for you to sell your bicycle, for you to take a photo of a tree that's in bloom and it only comes in bloom once every 10 years, and you take that picture and you post it on the map, and boom, it's there forever. It's there for everybody. And then that information that we start to gather, guess what? It's going to be available for us to use the AI infrastructure, the AI layer to organize and to educate us and to bring us together. One of the most fantastic parts about Map.ca is the way that our language is going to be shared through the map. And so if you're in Saudi Arabia and you speak Arabic, or if you're in Pakistan and speak Urdu, or if you're in Brazil and you speak Portuguese, wherever you are, you speak in your language, and then it's translated back into the language that the reader's the native tongue of the reader. And so we have all of these beautiful languages, and you might perceive it as inconvenient to read almost like a broken English if you were translating something into English, but it'll teach you something. You'll start to understand that woven inside of people's language is their expression. And we can't simplify that with English. We have to respect it by understanding the varieties of different words and expressions. And so I don't see it as a race so much to get everyone to speak English, although I do look forward to a good translator. A good AI translator would be good for live conversations so that I don't need to memorize 195 languages times 100. So I think that's enough for today. Map.ca.